This is our pre-built UI. First, we will test sign in with email. Just click on sign in with email. When you click all the available emails, it will be showing select one email and type one password which you wanted to type. After typing the password, click save. This is all pre-built UI. You need not code all this. So all this say it will be showing save password never, or you can, it's your wish. This is email sign in. Next we will test uh, phone number sign in. In phone number sign in, just specify one phone number and click on verify. Phone number will be automatically verified whenever you receive the OTP on in your phone. Let's check. Let's wait. See, we have received OTP and this has been verified. Next, we will check Google sign in. All the available accounts for this app. Select one account and that's it. It will be verifying your credentials and you will be signing. That's it. Hello everyone. In this video, we're gonna discuss how to use Google sign in, email sign in, phone number authentication in your Android app for startup level applications. So let's create our project. Select empty activity. This is basic. This is empty activity, and click next. Select the file location wherever you want to place the file. I'm just selecting one folder for file location. Then give the application name. So we'll be creating login application. So login app. After creating, select Java and click finish. So a project is being created. So you can look at the file is syncing here. This is the official documentation for Firebase. Go to the authentication part and click on Android and sign in with the pre-built UI. Go there and you will be finding documentation what we have used. So first step, before you begin, add your project to the Firebase. To connect your project with the Firebase, go to the tools and click on Firebase and go to the log analytics section and click on connect to the Firebase. If you are connected, I have connected, so it is showing connected. If you are not connected, just click on connect. You will be connected. Next, go to the authentication and click on email password. You just connect. Make sure you added these dependencies, and that's it. Follow these steps, whatever I have shown. Easily, you can build sign-in options in your app. And in the authentication, go to the email password sign in. So just click on that arrow mark and click enable. Save. Next, phone number authentication. Yes, I'm going to use phone number authentication. Click on enable and just save it. Similarly, Google authentication. Yes, in this app, I'm going to use Google authentication. Just enable this Google authentication. Select your email address from here and then enable it. Save it. The Google authentication will be saved. Next, to use Twitter and Facebook authentication, you need to have developer ID. That means you need to register yourself with developer API of Facebook and Twitter. So you can see here, to enable, you want app ID and app secret. So that you will be getting by registering yourself with Facebook Developer Console and Twitter Developer Console and paste it in your Android Studio project. So I'm going to paste it here. Just paste it and click on sync. These dependencies will be added successfully. After that, I'm going to show how to implement it in Java activity. As you can see, the dependency has been added successfully. Next, follow these steps. Whatever I'm doing, just go to the official website documentation, and after adding the dependency, for using Facebook and Twitter, you need to add these two dependencies. But in this, I'm going to show only phone number, email, and Google authentication. So you need not use those dependency. And to use Facebook and Twitter sign in, you need to have additional credentials. For that, you need to register through the Facebook Developer API and Twitter Developer API. Next, copy this line. Just click on here. The code will be copied. Next, go to Android Studio, your main activity. In this main activity, you just paste it here. Pasting, creating one method. Suppose login, sign in method, and just click Alt plus Enter. The method will be created. Create method in Android activity. Then paste the code here. The code is pasted. Next, click Alt plus Enter. Now the dependencies has been added. Click Alt plus Enter, and here also Alt plus Enter. Now here this is will be creating. After adding RC sign in, it is nothing but just an integer code. You can specify anything. Suppose a number or any digit, 3-digit or 2-digit number. It will be stored here. Next, if you require Facebook builder, we don't require here Facebook builder, so I'm removing it. Next, I don't require this Twitter as well, so I'm removing it. And you can add like this new AUTH authenticate Facebook builder. You can see here Facebook builder. So just click Facebook and Facebook builder dot build. If you're having the developer ID, you can do it, as well as Twitter, uh, Twitter builder. You can get Twitter builder also, and etc. So for this, I'm going to only show email builder, phone number, and Google builder. After doing that, next step, after copying this code, we have copied this code actually, and next step is add this code. Copy this code here and paste it here in your project outside the method. So this is actually overriding. Just click Alt plus Enter, and the dependencies will be added. Hence, you can see here the dependencies are added and errors are removed. Actually, this is on activity result. Means once you have clicked the login button, it will be giving the whether you're signed in or not. If you're signed in, the result will be okay. You can see here result is okay, and RC sign in option. It is just giving you the result of the activity, whether the user has successfully signed in or not. If not signed in, what you have to do, you have to show the error here, and we'll be showing the error like this. Suppose toast, I'll be using toast. Click on toast, and this is the activity. And to show the error, whatever error, so click response dot get error. Get error. You can see the get error, and this will show you what was the error. And click this before this main activity name. In activity for this. The user has been signed in. We have to take the user to the new activity. So I'll be creating one activity that is welcome activity, or else some name you can give it. Just click it here on Java and click new activity. Go to the new and activity, select empty activity. In empty activity, you give the name. After login, where will be the user directed? So I've created welcome activity. Welcome activity. Okay. Finish. Click on finish. The activity will be created. You can see the activity is going to create. The Gradle build has started syncing. Meanwhile, the activity is created. You can go to the XML file and copy this text view and we'll paste it here so that we can get welcome text in the middle of the activity, which shows the user has signed in welcome activity. One new activity has been created and we'll be in main activity, login activity. You can just place it here. After login, we have to go to the just login welcome activity. So if I'm checking whether the user is sorry. Now in the result OK activity, just go to the next activity by finishing this activity. So click start activity, new intent, current activity name and the activity which you are going. So main activity dot this comma welcome activity. So our next activity name is welcome activity dot class. Welcome activity dot class. So this will next finish this activity. Finish. Every time if you just go to the welcome activity in this main activity only, you can specify a condition here. If the current user just copy this line and paste it here such that we can verify the user is existing or not. If user dot get UID is not equal to null, if user is not null, you can or user you just specify user not null, then you can just let him go to the main just copy this let him go to the main activity. You need not verify every time. So since main activity is a launcher activity and welcome activity is not a launcher activity, every time main activity will be launched first, so it will be verifying if user is not equal to null, then he'll be just going to the welcome activity directly, or else you keep it at else condition, he'll be he need to verify, then go to the welcome activity. So let's this is the code. The result is if result is okay, successful login, and next you will be directed to the welcome activity by finishing the current activity. If it is not okay, then you'll be getting an error message, and if you are already logged in, you'll be directed directly to the welcome activity instead of logging again and again. So let's run this code and check it. Now we will check our account has been registered or not. Go to the Firebase console wherever your project is present. Go to the Firebase console and click on your project name. Suppose our project name was MLKit. So just MLKit. Go to the MLKit. And go to the authentication. Go to authentication and you will be seeing the all the register IDs. See whatever email IDs, Google sign in email and all those are listed here with user IDs. That's it. These are the users who have logged in and the date when the user has created and signed in.